Church hurt can come in many forms. It might be a result of actions or words by church leaders, a sense of exclusion or judgment, or a conflict with church teachings. This kind of hurt can affect your faith deeply, creating feelings of anger, betrayal, and confusion. Finding forgiveness after such experiences is not about excusing what happened or diminishing your pain. It's about freeing your heart from the weight of resentment and allowing space for healing and peace. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to your safe space of healing and understanding. For anyone who has felt pain or betrayal in a church setting, this discussion is an offering of hope toward healing. The journey towards forgiveness often starts with acknowledging your hurt. Recognize and honor your feelings. It's okay to grieve the loss of trust or the sense of betrayal you might have experienced. Navigating the path to forgiveness after experiencing church hurt is like tending a garden that's been neglected. It's about gently clearing away the weeds, nurturing the soil, and patiently waiting for new growth to emerge. Forgiveness, especially in the context of church hurt, isn't just a single act. It's a journey. Imagine for a moment that your faith journey is a garden. This garden is a place where you've sown hopes, dreams, and spiritual connections. It's where you've experienced the warmth of community and the light of God's love. But then something unexpected happens. The very community that was supposed to nurture this garden becomes the source of hurt. Weeds of betrayal, disappointment, and pain start to take root, threatening the beauty and peace of your sacred space. The initial response might be to close the gates of your garden, to vow never to let anyone in again. The pain of church hurt runs deep, after all. It's a breach of trust that shakes the very foundation of your spiritual home. But here's where the journey to forgiveness begins. Not with the hurt itself, but with the decision to believe in the possibility of healing and renewal. Forgiveness, in this context, doesn't mean forgetting what happened or excusing it. It's not about pretending the hurt wasn't real or that it didn't matter. Instead, forgiveness is about reclaiming your garden, your faith journey, from the thorns of bitterness and resentment. It's about deciding that the actions of others won't have the final say in the state of your heart and your spiritual life. The first step in this process is often the hardest: acknowledging the hurt. You can't forgive what you haven't fully faced. This means allowing yourself to feel pain, anger, and any other emotion that comes up. It's like kneeling in the soil of your garden, feeling its texture, and understanding what needs to be healed and restored. Then comes the gradual, often challenging work of letting go. This is where you start to pull up the weeds of resentment one by one, acknowledging each for what it is, but choosing not to let them take root again. This part of the journey requires immense compassion for yourself and eventually for those who caused the hurt. It's about seeing the humanity in everyone, even in those who wronged you, and recognizing that we're all navigating our own imperfect paths. As you work through this process, you begin to plant new seeds in your garden. Seeds of peace, understanding, and renewed faith. You start to envision a spiritual path that's defined not by hurt and not by the hurt you've experienced, but by the love, forgiveness, and resilience within you. This doesn't happen overnight. Forgiveness is a process, one that can feel as slow and intricate as the changing of seasons in your garden. And perhaps most importantly, finding forgiveness after church hurt opens the door to deeper connection, both with yourself and with a community that honors your journey. It's about building a space where your faith can flourish, free from shadows of past hurts. In this renewed garden, you'll find a spirituality that's rooted in authenticity, love, and a sense of peace. So to anyone walking the tender path of forgiveness after church hurt, know that your garden can bloom again. With patience, self-compassion, and a heart open to healing, you'll find your way back to a faith that's vibrant, resilient, and deeply nourishing. Forgiveness is a process, and it happens in its own time. Be patient with yourself. Each step, no matter how small, is a move towards freeing yourself from the pain and opening your heart to peace and renewal. Forgiveness, especially after church hurt, is a powerful act of self-love and spiritual maturity. It's not a denial of your pain, but an affirmation of your strength and capacity for compassion. You're not alone in this journey. Together we walk towards healing, understanding, and renewed faith. Until next time, nurture your heart, embrace the journey of forgiveness, and know that every step forward is a step towards peace and inner freedom.